Hello and welcome, folks, to this test stream where we are to see if things are finally working better after a lot of retweaking, multiple headaches, whatever. That's not how you say it. It's been causing me a lot of issues, a lot of headache, and I'm hoping that today is the day things works fine. However, I am not too certain that it will. And we have Limbo in lobby as well. Now, I'm not expecting this to work flawlessly because it never does. But as long as it's semi-viewable, then I shall have it keep running. And they are doing shit test 2. Interesting. I do not particularly have a team to do this with, even though I have two people right with me that I could probably ask. But I do not feel confident in my HuCast skills, so I am to do 3-1 instead. More importantly, I am not that interested in doing the quest at this very moment. And for anyone tapping in on the stream today, you will notice that today we are doing full screen rather than like the normal aspect ratio that I have been doing. Things are looking a little bit sluggish on my end, but hopefully it stays at least okay, like viewable. But if not, then I have some more tweaking to do, and I think I might have gotten the issue down. It's just a bit of tweaking that needs to be done. I was testing this earlier and everything was working flawlessly. Of course, after it did work absolutely flawlessly, I made one slight change, and that seems to be causing a bit of stutter right now. At least in the preview window. Oh my god, are you kidding me? We can take that and sell, because we are incredibly low on funds. Like, I'm down to my last 50k on this character. And it's not getting any better doing quests where I have to spend Meseta. Or have to go super hard. Also no idea why I decided to freeze there, but I did. Since I am low on funds, I will not be using... Oh? Charge special. I also won't be using Circ special much anyway, because since I don't have any money, I also do not have money to buy mates. And that is sad. And if any one of you that is currently watching is awaiting one of your weapons in the giveaway, please hit me up in chat, in game or on Discord, and I will come on by and drop off the weapons. Wow. Why did the confuse trap not go off? I must have clicked that one like so many times, it didn't even want to get placed down in the ground. What is this? Well, no harm done really. Oh, you know, outside of me nearly dying, but, you know. No harm done. It's always a little bit choppy. Oh. Professor Motor. Not bad. Please stop that. Okay, why are you targeting the Canadian even? Why would you even go in there when I know it's not an item there? I can clearly see there's nothing there. Because this is a test stream more or less, do not expect this stream to last for very long. I mean, unless things happen and I decide to change my mind, or I get up with a request to do some quest and I decide to join. I can take the monomature. Warrior body. No. Nothing going good. Hello, traps. I'm gonna break you with my fists as I try to smack you with my S-reds. I remember I used to do this quest a lot. I also remember using the special on this weapon a lot. But I was also more confident in my heat-cast skill back then, and I also had more Messiah to buy mates. Well, we're already making some allocation sellable items. So that is cool. What? To be fair, I should be using other mech guns if I'm not going to use the special. I might as well go for a straight up stronger mech gun. Well, that was not supposed to happen. But that is exactly what I mean. I am not as confident as you guys as I used to be. What? Clearly I equipped the Asuka, but how? That was not what I intended to do. I think I'm gonna go and switch this out, like the Vulcan, once I get my shift and the band trigger, as in the mag to trigger. Stop coming for me, you little Robocop. Another Heaven Striker. We don't see those every day. Except we see them every other day. Oh my god. Okay, we are not too far off from getting the mag to trigger. Normally I do not go back to sell items, but I mean, my options are either to do that or to do quests that gives me a lot of Meseta. Did I ever check the scepter? No? Sure I did. Not that it's gonna be like extremely useful, but it would be fun if it had some like fun special. Laser, absolutely worthless. I mean, even if it had like 100 hit, it would be worthless. Since it lacks a special. I mean, there's probably like some uses for it, but not particularly many. Excuse me, I placed down a trap. No, well. And now it went to the trap menu for some bizarre reason. What? I went into the die mate. Oh my god. Well, it's okay. I'm pretty pissed. I just changed the screen, but you know, all of that could have been avoided. I am not too argue that. It wasn't a particular difficult situation to get out of, it wasn't a particular dangerous situation either, it was all self-imposed. Sad. I don't know. Don't know what to do, don't know what to title it. This stream wasn't really meant to be public anyway, so I mean, I just decided to make it that on a whim. Why did I go back to this shop? Makes no sense. Maybe try and do 1 or 2 floors of PW4. It's gonna go slow, it's gonna take a while. Since I'm not properly geared up for this in particular. I don't have any cellular options on me whatsoever. Now, the good part is we're 25 minutes into the stream, and whilst I can't say everything's been smooth and flawless, it is not at least terrible. Though that doesn't say much because it usually takes 25 to 45 minutes before shit starts to go down the hill anyway. For me, so... Why did he not get hit from that? I know this is how you don't... how not to fight Ilgils, but this is the way I wanna do it, okay? Clearly it's not working out so well. I'm also saddened by the fact that I said I was gonna go and get the new mech gun, but I did not. I already forgot. Jump towards me if you dare. I could do with a buff. I did not intend on picking up this item. Just finished test 2, good luck with walking. Well, I am not walking. I have yet to finish test 1, but I also really haven't played that quest in particular, so yeah. I also don't know if I'm gonna be walking, but that is another thing that will get to down the line, possibly. This next room is probably gonna be horrendous. Or, I mean, it could be. It's Gigus, they're not terrible per se. However, they can debuff me. And I do not deal great amount of damage to them. Of course, I'm also making things harder on myself, but I was thinking I could get the HP down before they were able to do much to me. I was wrong. Oh, Resta. I don't want Resta level 29. I thought it said the Barta. There isn't much use for that for me. And not really for most people, I would say, since, I mean, Resta is a technique these kids very commonly find at level 25. Or, level 30. Where did I get 25 from? I don't even know what I was thinking. Like, I must have been thinking about something, yes. But I don't know what. Did a weapon that just dropped have something with 25 in it? And that's where I got it from? Because I just read it? I have no idea. I think there's something about 45 hits though, so... What? You just confused me again. Of course, you dropped a trimate after I used a dimate. Okay, that's the second Prophets of Mota I saw. Like, I've been online for 30 minutes, right? That is a bit garbage. I am waiting for you to lower your shield. Ha! That's when you die. No. Evade Matt. I'll pick up the Mono Grinder in due time. Stay put, Fox. You're not going anywhere. Alright. Aha. I have the power! For a couple of seconds. Okay, another Prophets of Mota, no big deal. It's not like that's a really rare item or anything that shouldn't be dropping like candy, but yeah. Also, I'm unsure if that's a boost to the specific ID just right now, or what's going on, because that's an exclusive drop. Oran just happens to be the ID that I'm currently using. The less you know. Now this is where things will probably end. Freeze, please. Haha, I knew that was gonna happen. I mean, to be fair, it should not have hit me, really. Sounds... well, he was frozen and he was looking a completely different direction when he was frozen, and then he insta-unfreeze, or not insta-unfreeze, but when he unfroze, it's like instant turn, and it should have fired in the direction it was legitimately about to fire. I mean, I know it doesn't do that, but it should do that. That makes logical sense. Does it not? Oh, Shrenko is online. I did not know that. Looks like the crew might have left. Wow. First, they do not invite me. And then, they just straight up leave. Wow. I see how it is. What to do? What did I even want to do? I had something in mind, but I am not 100% on what that was. I don't want to do free one because that's such a boring quest. Yo Panda, I see you, I'll seize you. I know you're offline, it's fine. It is fine. And Cyborg is Kizaru. I see. I can't really say I fully remember Kizaru, and I know who it is, but I haven't seen him on for quite some time. What do we do? I don't want to play HughCast. Don't worry about it, Panda. Enjoy your walk and your time spent with hubs and your time spent at store. It is fine. I didn't intend on getting on today at all. I only did so because I wanted to test how the stream holds up after I've done a lot of tweaking. That is kind of the sole reason I'm online right now. I want to get the streaming issues sorted out. Or the Phantasy Star online streaming issues, I should say, because it's only Phantasy Star. But yeah, if you're still around when I get back, or if I'm still around when I get back, rather, I could talk. Feel free to invite me to a game. And also congratulations on beating Shitek test number 2. Oh. I was not expecting another player. Actually, I was trying to start up the quest before anyone else joined. Get out of my lobby! Get out of my party! Now, you are more than welcome to join. I don't think there's anything in the info board though, so I'm not really sure who this is, but that's less important. Go get geared up and I shall stand here all HughCastly. Or we go to the quest counter, that works. Just made it to 80, so mines might be a bit tricky for me, I don't know. We're 2 people and I got monetizers and stuff. It's at least no ruins or seabed, so I mean, it's not the worst of the worst. But yeah, as I said before as well, I've been doing a lot to try and resolve the stream issue with Phantasy. Never could get that figured out. There's nothing wrong on OBS side of things. Every time there's 0 frames dropped, there's no crash report whenever things go south, there's no nothing. I have nothing to go on. And it irritates me. Especially since, I mean, it used to work fine, flawlessly, for a while. I changed nothing, and then it just decided to not work. Should also work on getting a better view of the chat window. But that's a work in progress. Like, where is Sarah and how did they take damage? Uh-huh. To be fair, I'd much rather do 8-3 than this, or Seabeds. It's much a more fun quest. English. Do you speak it? No, I do not. It's a much more fun quest. And a much more fun area. However, I'm not really equipped to handle Seabed. I mean, I can probably get through, but it's gonna be a slog, so I can take hours. I exaggerate maybe a wee bit, but it's going to take a while. And if I can help it, I'd rather not. Stop going after me, you're confused. Go after the other ones. Detonate for me. Thank you very much. No, you're not firing at me. Oh, god darn it. You had one job, and that was to not fire at me. And what do? You fire at me. Don't touch me. Oh my god. Can you please drop it? And this is the final time I'll be doing 3-1 today, because I really do not enjoy this quest. It's not hard or anything, it's just not particularly interesting. Also, I'm not really interested in hunting items, to be fair. Especially since I've been on this hunt for over a year and I've only seen the weapon after drop twice. And you may think that it has a terrible drop rate. Well, no, it doesn't have a terrible drop rate. I think it's 1 in 1,000 for these enemies. Or 1,500 something. So there's been way more rare items that have dropped and at way more frequent intervals. For everyone, but me. Just my luck in a nutshell. Please have hit. You do not have hit. I wanted it to have hit. Yeah. If it had hit, it could have actually been cool. I want a new demon's saber. I mean, it's not a saber, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying. To be fair, I'd much rather be doing challenge mode. Because I'm so fed up with ultimate anyway. I'm just pursuing the few items. They aren't really that great, but that's the only thing that keeps me going at this point in time. Which is way different from when I got back into the game. But that reason that I got back into the game no longer works or holds any value. So now I am just trying to get some items to make a class that really shouldn't melee whatsoever. I'm trying to make that class be able to melee. I'm finding the best possible gear that I can. Is it beneficial in any way, shape or form? Well, arguably yes, but almost even more arguably a big no. It is a class I use a lot, so if I'm on said class, being able to bolster my utility in battle is obviously a great thing. However, again, it's not a class that really should be doing these sort of things, so there's also that. You can take it for what that is, for what you want. Oh my god, can you seriously stop moving? Just stands there and takes it. Well, I mean, you can do that if you want to. Ah, it's not in range anymore. Well, time to stop playing lame and to actually move in. I like wanted to preserve the trap, but there's also no real reason to use it because there's a ring coming up and I can use as many traps as I want. I remember one time when I picked up a Gladys, it had 60 hit. I was super glad. Yes, it was a Gladys, not a Gladys. However the hell you wish to pronounce it. But it was absolutely shit, it was like fire or something like that. I think it was this fire line special anyway, and I didn't bother checking what the highest it could be in that group. Because, I mean, it's not that great, is it? Could have some uses on, say, Dark Falls. Overall, though, I would say no. Great. Absolutely splendid. Alright, there's one more wave. Cool, cool. Please, do not be annoying. Fighter brethren. You served me well. Now die. I mean, it's already dead, but you can die again. Watch this Ripper have hit. I mean, it's only 20 anyway. Can we take that to 30, but I'll still check it out. Whatever it is, it can't really be great, but might be fun messing around with it if it has demons or something. Yes, it is reduced, but I mean, eventually it will land. What is this? Like a dragon slayer? Forget what they drop. Woo! I'm so thrilled! Can you hear it on my voice? I used to like Dragon Slayer though. Like, back when that was like my first solo pet weapon that I found and I didn't know that it was shit. I mean, at the time it wasn't shit, I guess, because it was better than what I had. But it's not something you really want to use. Don't touch me. It was a Dragon Slayer. I am sorry to say. Didn't even have the courtesy of having hit. A little too late, Freeze Trap. A little too late. And big oof indeed. Feel like I've been good this year, haven't I? Don't I deserve to find nice things? However, despite my inability to find the rare stuff in general, I will say, obviously this community is great and I am fortunate enough to have great friends that sometimes are a bit too generous in giving me items that I really do not deserve. Merely for being their friend, that is. However, of course I am grateful and I appreciate it. But for instance, this Samba that I'm rocking, I have not found that Samba myself. I was given it. And just the other day I was given a 25 hit chakra. twin chakram that is even. Now, you could argue that it was a trade, yes, but I underpaid for the chakram, in my opinion. I've also been given a lot of other stuff. On this character in particular though, I think it's just the Samba, at least that I'm currently rocking. Maybe I have something in the bank. I forget, but it's possible. But anyway, like I mentioned earlier, the reason why I feel like I'm not doing Ultimate as much anymore is because I feel like I'm not needed as much anymore. And I'm not saying that I'm not wanted, because I know there are people out there that want me to join and tag along, and that is true. And I want to play with those folks. But I feel like I'm more like a third wheel than anything. Usually you find me playing as Force, and as it currently stands, people are too good. And I'm not really needed. Like, at most I get to move in Shifta, D-Band, and Zalur, and I mean that's about it. And sure, it's kind of helpful, obviously, but it's not necessarily needed, since if that's all I'm there for and all like I'm able to do, and that kind of shows that people already know what they're doing. They already are too good, they have too good items, and they'd be fine regardless of me being there or not. And that is why I spend most of my time when I actually playing challenge mode, because in challenge mode I'm always needed. I can always add something to the party. Whether it be me leading a group of inexperienced players, or being the Force in a group, or a lot of other things, you know. Every player in challenge mode is important. No one has super amazing stuff from the start. But yeah, each party member in challenge mode is important. Either you win as a team or you lose as a team. Every mistake adds up, but usually, as I say, they don't really do that much. Mistakes happen, and I wouldn't want it any other way. If everything was flawless every time, it wouldn't be fun. If everyone knew everything by hand and by the rule book, it wouldn't be necessarily fun. You will see me go melee phone world in challenge mode at times. And that is not how that's supposed to be played. I mean, for the most part, yes, I do play phone world as intended in challenge mode because I want to play Force. And when I made my Force, I wanted to play Force. But when you get to Ultimate, playing Force is pretty shit. But in challenge mode I can actually play my class the way the class was actually intended to be played. And a Force is always useful in a challenge mode run, regardless of the experience or inexperience of the players involved. And that is kind of the difference to me, Ultimate versus challenge mode, because in challenge mode I am needed. I am helpful. I actually add something to the team. The only thing I add in an Ultimate party is, well, I don't know, friendship. The power of friendship and server message lag. But the way I play Ultimate and this game in general, it has never been about finding the rarest of the rare items. Oh my god, what I'm doing! It has never been about becoming the absolute strongest. However, I also realize and understand that when I would say almost exclusively play challenge mode at times, it does come at a discrepancy. Basically, there are certain players that don't want to do challenge mode. I'm not going to force anyone to do challenge mode. If it's something that I genuinely don't want to do, I'm not going to push anyone, and I wouldn't want to push anything onto anyone. Like, that's not my style, and I don't enjoy doing things like that. Like, I don't want to push things onto people. I may joke around a bit about it. Actually, I joke about it a lot. And that is just, well, you know, friendly teasing. Kind of wishful thinking, perhaps, I don't know. But it's not as if I'm genuinely expecting it. I am, you know, already predetermined on what the answer is going to be. But that's the thing. When I almost exclusively play that, some players get, I mean, you could say, left behind. And, well, I don't want that, really. That is, I don't know, like the byproduct, or the consequence of doing that. Or at the very least, the price. but consequence works as well. Basically, in this case, means exactly the same thing. Which is unfortunate. Likewise, there are other players that I almost only get to play with when I do challenge mode. Say Tranko for one. Yes, it is true that we have played quests together and done other stuff than challenge mode, but I would argue that 95% of the time, if we play together, it is challenge mode. You will find us in challenge mode. And the other 5% is either interactions in lobby or just doing ultimate stuff. It's very one-sided. And I feel like we kind of are in the same place with PSO, but once you get to a certain level, or once you get all the items, there is really nothing to do. Like all items you want, that is. Now, for me, like, yes, there's like, if I want to be like that person, there's several S ranks, there's several Ubers that I could go for, but I would probably only go for S ranks. But even so, like I said, I don't know what to do with them, because I feel like I don't stay good, and I'm not using it, so I'm just grinding challenge mode to get S ranks, but I have nothing to use the S ranks on, really. Because of my kind of lack of interest in doing ultimate. And I thought that if I take a break from the game for a few, then, well, it would just go over, like it would essentially I'd start feeling differently about it, and I would be just needing like a break from it, but it is what it is. It's a bit of fatigue and a bit of a burnt out that I'm feeling, I suppose. And that isn't too weird or anything, given that Phantasy songs. I mean, I played it for now well over a year, continuously. There has been breaks-ish in between, but there's nothing really that long. I've never been away from the game for months at ends, or things like that. So why did I not just place down a trap? Oh, scheiße. Okay, we're good. That could have been bad. Anyway, let's check the caliber. That's very likely has shit stats. Yeah, can't be good. Please continue to pop up inside and switch. Switch to Gladius. I would have wanted that 40% on hit instead, but okay. Yeah, I didn't check the Ripper, did I? Oh, I guess I can do that. This one's gonna have hit. Yep, okay. It's a bit of a rant about my current standing. And I guess another part is it's usually the same quest being played. But again, I can't really necessarily use as a like an argument, because if you do challenge mode, then I mean you're doing exactly the same thing over and over again. Difference being the party members, the gear that you find, RNG. But yeah, I mean, if you do 2C1, that stage, and the puzzles aren't going to change at all. Let's see on the Discord if what's happening. Let's take a look. There's a lot of things happening, but we'll see. Pop wanna do test 1 and 2. Kotov wanna do test 1 and 2. Yeah, we'll see. Uh, 65 with dark meteor cudgel, not terrible. I mean, it doesn't have hit, and if it's a meteor cudgel, I mean, I'm still using a meteor cudgel, so I think it's a cool weapon. Not terrible, not terrible. But the special is pretty useless. But on the flip side, stream has been live for a while and hasn't really crashed on me once, so cool. Now let's rethink, what do we want to do? I would want to do a phony PW4 run, but like a solo run. But I don't like the ID that I'm on. There's nothing good that drops for me. What else? I guess I could swap over to my Raymar for one run or two of Tyrell's Last Hope, although it's going to go slowly this time around because I do not have my S ranks with me and I'm not about to go into a multiplayer local co-op game just to do item trading, because that's pretty lame. I mean, it's not lame doing it, but I don't feel like doing it, so it takes so long. I mean, it doesn't take long, but you get what I'm saying. Basically, I don't see myself using this character much. So it's like, I'm gonna have to go and trade it back and just like momentarily after, and it's like yeah, each transaction doesn't take very long, no, but just an extra step and an added hurdle. I do not have the bank patch, nor do I have copies of my weapons for my other characters. The weapons I have one of, and that is final. But yes, without my S ranks, this is gonna make it much slower. The first part though is just forest, so I mean, it can't be too terrible. I mean, I don't have a chalk unit, I guess, so that could make it kinda terrible. We shall see. What is it? Retrieval? Before we head in, we gotta check our items. Our tools, our greeny boxes. Some atomizers, not looking good on those. Hopefully the shopkeeper can be nice and grant me a soul atomizer. Call it a late Christmas gift. Well, screw you too then. I didn't want to celebrate Christmas anyway. The Merry 27th. With an emphasis on the 7th. Let's put buffs on the palette so we can buff ourselves with relative ease. And now I see I've placed this on my palette twice. How peculiar. No, I feel like Red Rhea Forest is pretty good. Or it was for me in a way. It had a lot of stuff that I was looking for. Like the Eldrapis, they drop Sacred Cloth, I think. Which I am looking for. And then the Palrapis drops Red Handgun, I think. Which I am looking for. Hildelt drops God Battle, which I mean I'm kinda looking for. Because I still need some from my other characters, I don't have enough for my entire squad yet. And then the Hilda Taurus, they drop the Magic Stone, which I'm also looking for. And then I forget, but perhaps the Tolos dropped a Red Saber? And if they did, I'm also looking for that. Then Bartles drops Disca of Braden, I think, which I'm not particularly looking for, but I would not mind a high hit Disca of Braden, like another one. Because why would I? But that's not an item that I necessarily hunt for. And again, neither of these items are like super rare, except for this Magic Stone, I guess, which is technically an Uber, right? Everything is middle road stuff, but relatively okay. Red Handgun is like the strongest handgun, I think, that everyone can use anyway. Like, I'm not talking added specials or anything, because if you use a special then it's pretty shit. Because it has like fire special, and that's not really particularly useful. But in sheer amount of ATP, it is pretty strong. And Red Saber isn't terrible either for a Saber. And it is the strongest weapon I found I can use. Again, speaking strictly about ATP, it is outclassed by other weapons that can multi-hit, but per strike, it is unmatched, it is unrivaled. And that is not factoring in like specials, because I'm pretty sure a Charged Gladius or Berserk Gladius would do more damage. if you really want to go all nitty-gritty about it. But everything that requires charge also requires you, or not requires, but everything that has charge requires you to have higher hit. Because you actually need to land the attacks. That kind of helps. Ow, I did not know I could target from it. And again, whilst it is better, I do want options. Mostly for my phone, I'm trying to get the best items I can. Like, almost one of each item she can have, and the best version of that possible. I'm glad they decided to punch me rather than zap me. Because things would have gone very differently if he decided to do that. Oh my god. Let me through, for crying out loud. Please, not like this. I need a partisan. I don't have one. I mean, I have one, but I don't have one on me. Guess I was too used to having the needle on me that I haven't carried one with me. Sad face. Also, don't the mod words drop Disco Brain into? I think they do. Oh yeah, and mod twists, or whatever they're called, drops God ability whenever they do decide to drop it. So, I mean, yeah, like I said, Red Rhea or Forest, not terrible. There's nothing extremely amazing about it, but there's some decent stuff here. I'm a bit unsure though about the Red Saber drop, because it might not be Red Rhea. I think it does get Red Saber, but it's not necessarily in Forest. I don't think I'm kind of right about the majority of the things I said. Like, there are certain things that I'm 100% sure on, and there are other things that I'm fairly certain on, or think that I'm fairly certain on anyway. I feel like shotgun is so slow. You know what makes up for it when it's like charge, or when it does like a shit ton of damage. Ooh, escape though. Not bad, I will need that before long. Also, who is online? That's not how you check. Capsule is online and is in the episode 3 lobby. I am in a bit of a pickle. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay, well, let's do this then. They're not allowing me to attack, so I'll have to do this. Cool story, cool story. Not very cash money. Another PB. It's even rarer than the item that I could have dropped from that. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna bother with the dragon boss, because there's nothing to be gained from me there. So I'm just gonna cut the stream right here. It's been a very boring, uneventful, unenthusiastic stream. Yes, I know. But still, regardless, I want to thank the ones that stayed around, that watched the stream. I hope you at least had some enjoyment. And I will catch you around the next time. Peace.